Is the band named Doot, or is it Freur? Freur. Welcome back, everyone, to the channel. Hope you're having a lovely one out there. Today we're listening to the band Freur. Hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. We're going to listen to their track Doot, which is also the name of their album, released in 1983. Never heard of the band, never heard of this song, but this was recommended and suggested by Born Again Cretin, Hijikale Melanope. You had mentioned this song. Mighty V, you mentioned this song as well. And then Noah Baklawa also suggested with this one. So thank you guys for this suggestion and the recommendation. Like I said, I have never heard of anything from them. I've never heard of them. But I see here, according to Wikipedia, they are a Welsh new wave and synth pop band. So diolch for the recommendation. Let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll talk about it a little bit after. Doot. Here we go. A little Nardwar here. That nocturnal synth. Kind of reminds me of new music a little bit. I like how it's very minimalistic. It's still poppy in its own way. I like that. Whistling song. That's catchy too. Bringing the wave of synth after that drum. Oh, that's 80s. Okay, I liked that a lot. I really, really like their sound. So at least with this particular track, it's like I said, a very minimalistic approach to the synth pop. This sounds to me like new music that we've listened to a few songs from. Like it sounds like that side of synth pop, which I really enjoy because that kind of side to me is something that's new to me. And I think that the way that they approach it is really, really nice. I like how in the beginning, it kind of sounds like to me like sitting in a campfire or sitting in the middle of the woods and hearing the crickets, hearing the different sounds kind of happening there. And then, of course, the night comes to life. Here, in this case, the music comes to life. And I like its very soft and very melodic approach. The amount of ambience that's built in there is really nice. And then as the song develops and goes, of course, it's deeply embedded with synth. And the different sounds that appear from those synths are so fun. Not only playing in the mood overall of this track, but you have kind of these sillier sounds that appear. These square and but they're just like little bits of that. It's like when you're in the woods at night and you hear some noises that are like little fireflies or cicadas, just a little quiet ambience in the back. And then every once in a while you hear like a howl or a growl or a moan. If you do, you probably want to leave those woods, but at the same time, it's things that you would hear. So I like how the sounds that are included here may at some point sound kind of out of left field, but at the same time they fit very, very well into the music here. So the band is made up of really two people. Maybe I'm incorrect. Let me not assume. Let me actually look into their Wikipedia page. The band is featuring Carl Hyde and Rick Smith, who also went on to form another band called Underworld. So those are the band members primarily. You also have Alfie Thomas on bass, Bryn Burrows on drums as well. Carl Hyde is who's handling the vocals, and I enjoyed his voice here. He's like kind of just crooning over the music, not in a very deliberate way, just kind of crooning along with the atmosphere, and I like how his vocals sounded here. Now, not on this particular track, but at least on the album itself, you're also going to have Pino Palladino featuring on one of the tracks here. Tasty bass. And then you also have Andy Shepherd featured somewhere. Let's look at the lyrics on this one, if you don't mind. Doot. What's in a name? Face on a stage. Where are you now? Memory fades, you take a bow. Here in the dark, watching the screen, look at them fall, the final scene. And we go doot, and we go doot. Look at them fall, flicker, and fade. Gone are the screams. I put them to bed. Now they are dreams. So at first we kind of got like an acting, watching someone on a stage perform kind of an idea. What's in a name? Face on the stage. And now that memory, it fades. You take a bow, kind of like your last curtain call, your last performance. And then here in the dark, watching the screen, watching them fall, looking at this final scene. So you're getting a point of view and perspective from the person on stage and also from the audience. Or this second verse could imply the same person watching, other performances, perhaps. But these screams, they are put to bed, and now they're dreams, something that doesn't exist. So these screams, these very real things that were happening, have been put to bed. The person's made peace, perhaps, with whatever those screams represented, and now is moving on. Here we go, doot. Maybe that's what the song is referencing or getting to. I could, of course, be wrong. It says here the lead single, this track, peaked at number 59 on the UK singles chart and 17 in New Zealand. It says that the song has appeared in several films, including Let Me In and Vanilla Sky. All right, so never seen either of these two movies. However, I have seen the original, Let the Right One In, which is a fantastic movie. Great vampire movie, sure, but it's not exactly a horror movie, even though there's some horrific scenes. But the scene in the pool, that's artistry. Let me know what you guys thought of the track in the comments down below. Thank you so much for recommending this track and recommending the band to me. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. Please come back tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.